Good morning, everyone. It is March 6th, 2021, and I am here recording this week's podcast, the first one for this week. And I was trying to figure out an idea, as I do every week, where I kind of go into this brainstorming idea as to what I'm going to talk about. And without even skipping a beat, I decided to ask for help. I decided to reach out to a really good friend of mine and say, look, I had this idea and it's like literally disappeared from my mind and I don't even remember what it was about. So obviously it's not important and it's not what I'm supposed to talk about this week. And so I said, well, you know, any ideas that you can throw at me? And she said, have you done one about asking for help? And I thought about it and I realized, no, I haven't. And I can tell you firsthand that asking for help is one of the most difficult things I have ever done in my life. Throughout my lifetime, I have ran from help. I've had people approach me and, say, can we help you with something? And I'm so stubbornly independent that it's my independence and my stubbornness that gets me into trouble. There's times in our life where we go through challenges, obstacles, where we think, oh, I've done this before, I can do this again by myself. I don't need to ask for help. I don't need to call on other people. Or you get to that mindset where you're like, I don't want to involve other people. I don't want to put my burden onto other people's shoulders. As someone that owns their own business, I've had many occasions in the last year where I've had to ask for help. I've had to allow my vulnerability to come down. I've had to allow myself to be open. And I've had to sometimes cry out for help. Asking for help is not a bad thing. It means that, hey, you know what? I've got a challenge happening right now and I really don't think I can do this on my own. So it's time for me to reach out. Whether that is medical professionals or friends or family, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to push past your stubbornness and say, hey, I'm not doing okay. Even if that's someone to vent to, even if that's someone to talk to, even if that's someone to help you with your rent or your bills or different things going on in your life. It's okay. This pandemic that we've been in for the last year and a half has really taught me that I can ask for help, that I don't have to do things on my own. Last November, I went out and I did my road test. But before I went out and did my road test, I had to ask people for help to come driving with me so I could have that experience. I passed my road test because I was able to step away from my stubbornness and ask for help. When my marriage broke down, I asked for help, for people to be there to support me, to help me through some very challenging times. When I was homeless and living on the street and dealing with mental health, my depression, my anxiety, I went to my doctor and I asked for help. I went to a counselor and I asked for resources or ways to help me through those anxiety attacks. Life does get hard. and we can allow our stubbornness to step in our path and push us back, or we can fight like no tomorrow, and we can be strong and courageous and pick up the phone or call someone and say, hey, I'm not doing good, okay? I need some help. You know, today, prime example, today I had to call a friend and say, I'm not okay. I need someone to talk to. I feel helpless. I feel like I can't and I don't make a difference in the lives of people. I feel like I'm doing everything to help and change this world one person, one dark corner at a time. But I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like there's more I can do. Whether it's picking up the phone, whether it's calling your family doctor, whether it's calling your counselor or calling a counselor building, it's okay to not have to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to seek out other people's assistance. Yes, we may be all going through a struggle, and yes, we may all be trying to find the right things to do with our time and our energy. Even if it's looking for a job, ask a friend, do you know anywhere hiring? It's okay. It's okay. You know, as we go into these weeks and these months and these years, we're going to have moments where we don't feel as strong as we should, where we feel like we can't do enough. And that's just when we can reach out and ask for help. So, whatever you're going through, whatever you're struggling with, whether it's a friend or a family member or even yourself, whether you're going through mental health or grief or anger, frustration, or you just feel lost and stuck, pick up a phone and call someone and say, hey, do you got a few minutes? Because I could really use some help today. I hope this resonates with someone today, and I hope you will take this as a message and a sign that it's okay to not be okay. Love and light. Namaste.